Welcome back to the Navy Sports Magazine on the Navy Radio Network. Time to talk Navy men's basketball. Mids off to 14-5 start with power forward Jace Hogan. And just to say, 14-5 for this ball club right now. How does it feel to get off to the kind of start you all have gotten off to so far this year?
I think it's good. Had a lot of losing. I know that's kind of tough to say, but it's good to, especially we've been embracing the road, and we got a pretty good group of guys. We're really closing in and stuff, so it's good to start off well and do some things right, but we just got to keep working.
Big week this week. The two preseason favorites on the schedule this week for you all. You all picked 10th in the standings. How much has that gone into the motivation every day as you all work toward each game to try and prove to people, hey, we're not the 10th best team in this league?
I think that's kind of like a respect thing, and we felt like pretty disrespected by a lot of people in the league. So, I mean, we say it a lot, like dead last, DL, and stuff like that. So, yeah, anytime we get to prove ourselves to people who voted us last in the league is kind of like a big deal to us.
I was going to say, as a competitor, does that kind of dig at you a little bit when people don't necessarily give you or your teammates that kind of respect?
It definitely does. It definitely does. And we just use it as motivation, which is a really good thing for us.
Mike Harry and I have talked on the air during the games about your love for the elbow and the short corner. What is it about those two areas that you seem to be so comfortable shooting the basketball right now?
I just always practice those shots as a kid, and that's just where my teammates find me open, and that's just like my hot spot. I happen to get there, and teams seem to leave me alone when I'm there, so I like to find it and just shoot it there.
Do you find any kind of an advantage to being a left-handed player?
I definitely do, especially when I'm driving. I mean, now a lot of people know I'm lefty because of the scouts, but at first, they just automatically shade you to your right, so I could sweep left and get to the hole a little better. And even closing out, sometimes they'll close out on your right side. I'm like, oh, that's fine for me. I can just shoot the other way.
What has it been like for you this year? I mean, last year you got in 8 games. You didn't really get any taste of Patriot League action, but now you're one of the main players on this team. A lot is expected of you every minute you're out on the court. What has it been like to make that transition to being an important cog on what right now is a winning team?
It's been a lot, honestly. Like you said, I didn't play in any conference games last year, so I'm still learning a lot. But it's been really good. Like, my teammates have been really helpful. The coaches have been really confident in me. So it's really a learning experience for me, but it's been good. It's been a big piece of everything I do, and I really like it.
The other night, again, I mean, not just one or two bigs, all of the bigs seemingly making contributions right now. How much of that comes from competition and the drive and you all pushing each other in practice right now? Because if you look at the combination of the guys playing at the 4 and 5, a lot of you are doing a lot of positive things right now.
Well, definitely at the end of practice we go blue gold, and we like to get after each other, especially Tom and myself. And we make it pretty competitive, first and second string. We're all pushing towards the same goal, so we like to get after each other, the 4s and the 5s. And this has helped. As of late, you've seen that in the game, so that's been pretty big for us.
Do you think people are surprised by Tom Lacey's athleticism and the way he seemingly comes flying through the air, not only for offensive rebounds, defensive rebounds, and he's had some monster finishes inside for you guys as well?
Definitely. I was surprised when I first saw it. He's a really athletic kid, and he can get up. He can really get up. So, yeah, he's hustle, heart, everything you want in a player. So, yeah, definitely going up against him and us playing against each other just helps us as a team for the whole.
Having two guys like that, I know everybody would love to play 35, 36 minutes in a perfect world, but in a way, does it keep both of you guys fresh because both of you can play so many productive minutes out there on the floor?
It does keep us really, really fresh, and I never thought I'd be able to do it before, but coming in, it's the perfect combination, I think. We're really helpful towards each other, and it's a competitive thing, but at the end of the day, we're all towards the same goal, we're on the same team, so we're like brothers out there, He's telling me, Jace, do this, do that, helping me from the bench, and I'm helping him when I come in, just dropping little pointers and stuff that we see.
When you guys are defending, how conscious of you now are you having a guy like Will Kelly back there as that big eraser that, the guy may have a half step on me, but I don't necessarily need to foul him here because I know I've got Zero who's got my back there?
Yeah, that's definitely true. Will's helping out a lot. I remember at the beginning of the year, he's like, Will would just be like, let him go, don't make that stupid foul. And I'm like, okay, Will, sure, whatever. And then he's blocking everything, and I'm like, all right, I'm not fouling out, I'm not. So a lot of hand checks in the beginning of the year, and now he'll say, let him go, Jace, down the lane. And I'm like, all right. And he's got it.
Big week for you all. How important is it to take each game as it comes? I know so much from the day you arrive here is beat Army, but you've got to beat Lehigh first. How important is it to compartmentalize each game as it comes this week?
I think that's really the key to being a really good team, and just making sure that we don't get fat and happy, as Coach always says. Like, yeah, we're 5-1, yeah, we're doing this and that, but we really have to focus on each game because anything can happen. And in the Patriot League, every team is like good. There's upsets all the time, and you see that every day. And we're not trying to have that happen to us. So we have to focus on each game, really each practice, get better for the game, and then that's what we're trying to do. We see certain games on the schedule, but it's really about each and every day.
Losing is easy. How hard is it to win? I mean, you guys have won 14 of 19 so far, but you all have had to exhaust a lot of energy, win different styles of games. How hard is it to win?
Winning's tough. Like Coach D always says, winning's not for everybody. If it was, everyone would be winning. It's tough. So it is tough to win. Like, you have to put in the work all the time. Like, coming back early from break, everyone does it, but you have to put in we put a lot of time into film, scouting. Our coaches put in a lot of time. So, and also there's days where yeah, we're back in the gym, but you have to embrace that and be like, hey, we're getting better. We got to reach our goal. So it's tough, and a lot of teams can't do it, but hopefully we're trying to keep doing it.
All right, appreciate the time. Best of luck this week.
Thank you.